What's up everyone, General Discharge here. If this is your first time with us, our voices are disguised so we can give you information on just about anything without being detected. Today's video is going to be discussing BUDS, which stands for Basic Underwater Demolition / SEAL Training. BUDS is the gut check of the Navy SEAL training pipeline and has been made famous in part due to the well-known documentary that the Discovery Channel made on Class 234. You'll want to watch this video until the end because we give a decent overview on everything someone would need to know about BUDS if they are interested in becoming a Navy SEAL. And at the end, we go over the new boots that they issue in training. Before we jump into it, make sure to take a moment and show us some love and support by liking our video and subscribing to our channel. Your support is our lifeblood. Do not hesitate to ask us questions in the comments section below. We check everything. Located in Coronado, California, with about 5 classes a year, BUDS is roughly 6 months long and is broken down into 3 phases. First phase, second phase, and third phase respectively. We're just going to cover first phase in this video, so make sure to be on the lookout when we cover second and third phase. A unique thing about BUDS is that both officer and enlisted service members go through the entire course together, doing the exact same things. In order to even get to BUDS, you need to go through NSW prep if you are enlisted, which is also known as pre-BUDS, as well as basic orientation, or BO. If you want to see videos covering those specifically, pause the video and let us know in the comments section below. Okay, so you made it through pre-BUDS and BO. Now you get your green helmet and start first phase. Each phase has their own colored helmet, with second phase having blue helmets and third phase having red helmets. Your class number, rank, and last name will be on these helmets. You'll be put into a boat crew when you phase up. Boat crews are made up of 7 people, are based on height, and usually contain an officer as the boat crew leader. You'll do pretty much everything with your boat crew. While all of BUDS is a gut check, with each of the phases being difficult in their own ways, first phase is the most infamous. It has the highest attrition rate among the 3, and has Hell Week. We'll get to Hell Week later in the video. In first phase, you can expect to be surf tortured, which is where you link up arms with your class and lay in the surf until you get hypothermic, log PT, drown proofing, life saving, knot tying, surf passage, rough runs, the obstacle course, ocean swims, long distance runs in sand, grinder PT, treading with weight, barracks inspections and personnel inspections, and every BUDS student's nightmare, land portage, also known as boats on heads. Don't worry, we will cover everything we just mentioned. Some of these events aren't unique to just first phase. Throughout all of BUDS, every week you will be given a barracks inspection and personnel inspection, otherwise known as a BIPI. You'll be expected to keep some of your uniforms in pristine condition, and if you fail your inspection, you'll get told to hit the surf and jump in the ocean and get all sandy in your uniform that's supposed to be otherwise spotless. The instructors will also take your helmet and throw it on the pavement, take their pocket knives and carve into them, and mess them up if it's not shiny in the way they want it. If your room is not perfect, expect to be punished for that too. There's a reason why they always harp on you that it pays to be a winner. The 2-mile ocean swims, 4-mile time runs, and obstacle courses will also be administered throughout the entirety of BUDS, with your minimum times decreasing with each phase as they expect you to improve throughout the course. For example, the 4-mile time runs in first phase are 32 minutes minimum, then 31 in second, and 30 in third. And if you don't make those times during those evolutions, you will also pay the price after the event. If you fail 2 of the same events in the same phase, you will get performance rolled, or possibly dropped. You'll do drown proofing, which we can do a whole video on that test, so we won't go too much into it. Just know you do a series of maneuvers with your ankles tied together and your hands tied behind your back. A 50-meter underwater swim, 5 knots tied at 15-foot depth, which are the Beckett's Bend, Bolin, Clove Hitch, Right Angle, and Square Knot. You'll also do life saving, where you save your instructors who fight you in the water and carry weights in their camis, the 7 layers of Hell Run, the combat tread, and much more. Surf passage is where you and your boat crew paddle out past the surf on your Zodiacs, dump your boat, then paddle back in. You'll be racing other boat crews each time you do this, and there are plenty of opportunities for stuff to go wrong for you. Grinder PT is where your class does exercises on the grinder, ranging from flutter kicks, dips, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and whatever else the instructors can think of. Log PT is where you and your boat crew are put under a log for hours at a time and made to do extensive and intensive exercises with it. You'll do chest carries, shoulder presses, squats, lunges, 12 counts, and anything else the instructors can think of. Remember when we said boat crews were based on height? There's a reason for that. Boats on heads. Land portage will have you run for miles with your boat crew with the Zodiac on everyone's head. A lot of people quit over this because it is a very grueling and intense evolution that will make or break a lot of people. Someone can be an excellent runner but not perform well under a boat. You'll become very familiar with what a boat ducker is. The Zodiacs weigh a lot, and you'll also have your paddles, water, and other gear in the boat as well. If someone quits, now there's only 6 people to share the load. On the Zodiac, there's the 1 spot, 2 spot, and 3 spot. Each one has a left and right side to it. Then the boat crew leader is in the center of the boat. The 1 spot sets the pace, the 2 spot carries the most weight because the way the weight is distributed on the boat, and the 3 spot follows. That's all we'll discuss, and you'll learn more about the spots if you get into the pipeline. Okay, now let's talk about Hell Week. Hell Week is a grueling 5.5-day evolution, starting on a Sunday night and ending Friday morning, where you get very minimal sleep and are constantly on the move doing several physical events. It starts off with Breakout, which you can get a little taste of what that's like if you watch the Bloods 234 documentary. Then it's go, go, go. You'll be doing a lot of running, boats on heads, log PT, surf torture, getting wet and sandy, the whole 9 yards. Just imagine first phase being turned up to overdrive and you're not sleeping at all. You'll also do events such as Steel Pier, Around the World, and the Elephant Cages Run. We could honestly do an entire video covering Hell Week on its own, so if you want to see that, let us know in the comments section below. After Hell Week, you get about a week of some minor recovery where you can walk and wear running shoes instead of boots. You normally run everywhere in Bloods. You wrap up first phase a couple weeks later after some hydrographic surveys and charting, and then you move on to second phase, which will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. But before we go, we still have a couple more things to talk about. You don't want to miss out. A common thing people overlook when they think about SEAL training is the lack of sleep and amount of time you spend on stuff after the training day is over. You'll have collateral duties, ranging from cleaning up the Zodiacs, cleaning up the instructor spaces, to being the bellboy, who cleans that bell that people ring 3 times when they quit. You'll also spend time fixing up your uniforms, room, and helmets if you fail your inspections, as well as your swimming gear that you get inspected on before your swims. That would be your UDT vest, dive knife, etc. Just understand that it will be very rare for you to get a solid 8 hours of sleep because there are a multitude of things you'll be responsible for besides just making it through the training day. While you get weekends off, a majority of your weekends will be spent preparing you for the next week. Like we said, the highest amount of attrition happens during this phase. Don't be surprised if your class size goes from 150 all the way down to just 30 after Hell Week, because that has happened multiple times throughout the years. There will always be ebbs and flows with what the class size is after Hell Week, but the bottom line is that a lot of people will DOR, which stands for drop on request, or get dropped by the time Hell Week is over. A quick note about boots. The boots they issue in training now are the Nike SFB Generation 2 boots. Here is a picture of them. It's up to you if you want to buy a pair for yourself before you join. There are multiple opinions from experts as to whether or not you should start running in boots before you enter training, so make sure to go do your research and see what is best for you. If you're interested in becoming a Navy SEAL, we have a couple more videos for you to check out. We give a great overview of what Navy SEALs do and how to join the pipeline if you think you have what it takes. We also have a video on the difference between SEALs and SARCs, which goes into the intricacies of both their responsibilities and capabilities. And then if SEAL isn't your cup of tea, we got a video on Navy SWCS and Navy EOD. Go give them a look. The links are all in the description. Well, that is the down and dirty of the first phase of Bloods. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. What would you like to see next?
All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be here.